Well, we are back. Welcome back to the podcast, everybody. My name is Isaiah Matthew. I make music. Economy isn't doing that great. Food has gone up so goddamn much, it's fucking upsetting. I was talking to somebody. I was at the grocery store getting some sparkling water and some limes. Well, a lime. They're fucking 99 cents for one lime, at least at my local market. In Bear Creek, it's $1.50 for one lime. I was telling them, and the government says that there's no fucking inflation happening right now. The fucking Federal Reserve is gonna fuck us all. And they want more unemployment, and I think right now is the best that it's ever been, which is insane. We are already in a recession. The fucking government doesn't want to admit it because of course they don't. I've been learning Spanish lately, mostly because I want to take a trip to Spain, hopefully this year. More than likely next year I'll be taking it, but my family is Spanish and native. They used to call them coyotes. We were never taught Spanish growing up, and I wish that I was taught Spanish when I was growing up. It was just something reserved for my grandparents when they wanted to talk about everybody without anybody understanding. I'm learning pretty quick. I'm using this app called Duolingo. It's really good. You do have to pay a subscription, but it's luckily not that much. Oh, started a new book. Really fucking good. One of my favorite writers, Blake Crouch. The one I'm reading right now is called Abandon. It's about a western town in Colorado called Abandon. Basically, I don't want to give it all too much away, but it's based in the past and the present. By Abandon by Blake Crouch. Definitely recommend. I also want to read another one that he put out recently called Upgrade. I've read so today I mainly wanted to do the podcast because today is the anniversary of the Move bombing, say massacre, whatever you want to call it. May 13, 1985, Philadelphia police murdered about 11 people in a suburban neighborhood, black suburban neighborhood. They bombed them, dropped a bomb on the roof, causing a fire. Unbelievable. In the 80s too, I would have not been surprised if this happened during civil rights, but it didn't. Happened in 85. Philadelphia police murdered 11 people. They also were shooting anybody who would try to escape the fire. It ended up burning down an entire neighborhood, like a huge section of it. I'll show you a video here now. I couldn't believe this shit. I just learned about this today.
On this day in 1985, police bombed a black neighborhood in Philadelphia. 500 officers fired over 10,000 rounds of ammunition into the home of Black Liberation and Environmental Group MOVE, which was declared a terrorist organization. The police then bombed the neighborhood with explosives given to them by the FBI. The Philadelphia Fire Department let the fire burn out of control before putting it out. The attack led to 11 deaths, 5 adults and 6 children, destroyed 61 homes, and made 250 people homeless. One of the survivors, Ramona Africa, claimed that police were firing on people trying to escape. No officials were prosecuted, and Ramona Africa was jailed. In 2021, it was revealed that the University of Pennsylvania and Princeton had possession of some of the children's bones. Princeton recently apologized for using them as a teaching tool. Did you know this history?
Unbelievable. And then there's other stuff like Ruby Ridge. I don't have all these atrocious fucking acts in my head, but To name a couple more would there's a town in southern Colorado. I forgot what it's called. It was a mining town. Rothschilds basically owned it. The miners went on strike. Rothschilds didn't like that. So they sent in the National Guard, which ended up causing basically a war between the miners and the National Guard. The National Guard ended up murdering a bunch of women and children. Not to mention some miners. This is our government, man. Unbelievable. There was also an incident in 1800s where the army slaughtered an entire Cherokee tribe. But you go that far back and things get a whole lot more bloody. Something about government just attracts psychopaths, sociopaths, fucking crazy fucking people who just want control, money, whatever the fuck it is. France, still protesting. A lot of censorship going on with that. They are really making strides. Like I said, they've shut down their electrical grid. It's fucking amazing. And they're still protesting. It's been going on. We need to do the same here in America. Civil disobedience to the max. If we want any fucking change, we're gonna have to come together. And this is a massive country. So there's a lot of fucking people. And if a majority of those people can disrupt the system, just stop everything, stop producing everything, then our leaders would no doubt bend to our will. The problem is getting to that point. The most important thing that people can do right now is learning self-reliance. Because I think that the best possible option is very small government and more self-reliance, more community. I don't know. Oh, JFK's grandson is running for president 2024. I saw an interview where he actually confirmed that the CIA murdered JFK, which isn't really surprising. From what I know about that, he wanted to pull out of the Vietnam War, which was a coup from the beginning. This is all propaganda based off of a false flag that our government started, along with Desert Storm, Iraq. I'm sure I'm forgetting others. But all mostly just to plunder resources in these countries. Yeah, so JFK wanted to pull out of Vietnam. He was also going to dismantle the CIA, which already at this time done really fucking terrible things to the public alone. Not to mention all the other shit. Marilyn Manson is a direct result of the CIA. So it's not hard to imagine that the military-industrial complex got rid of our last real president. I was listening to Rogan, and they came up to a good point. The presidency only lasts a few years, 4 years, 8 if you're lucky. Why would the president actually hold any real power to create change in America when you have these geriatric fucking old arrogant men in Congress, Senate, House, and these fucking entities are probably so fucking massive that nobody really knows like what is actually going on. Like, it's all delegation to like an extreme degree. But we know all the ones with the real power are just the people with the money. But to my original point, JFK's grandson, he looks like a good option for this presidency. Between him and Marianne Williamson, I think we have a good shot. Hopefully. But all the people that haven't voted up to this point, including myself, we probably need to go out there and vote. I know it sounds counteractive, but if there's going to be a revolution, then there needs to be a leader that is down with the revolution. Conscious revolution. Yeah, anyway, that's all I have for you today. See you next episode. Stay safe out there. Protect yourself. Protect each other. More importantly, if you see injustice, at the very least, say something. If you can, do something about it. The longer we all just stand around and let it happen, the quicker we will lose our ability to do something about it. So, I encourage you, do what you can. Protest, occupy, town hall, talk about it, yell about it, be angry about it. The more we do that, the more chance we have to affect change. Remember, we're fighting against the same people who murdered people like JFK, MLK, Malcolm X, but the leader of Black Panthers, to build a better future for our children. Not just say we're gonna do it because it sounds nice. Thanks again, guys. Also, new music is out. 2 new songs. Undone. That was kind of a surprise one. I made that on Twitch. Did I make that? Yeah, I did. Should be up now. And then Stillness. That one was out on Friday. So go check it out. Loop it a few hundred times for me. See ya. Be safe. Protect yourself. Protect each other.